everybody. My name is Ethan, and welcome to episode 1 of my PhD journey. Sorry, my cat Kesso wanted to get to the windowsill. Happy Lunar New Year! Or the day after Lunar New Year, because it's 1 a.m. when I'm recording this. I waited till the next day to wash my hair and my clothes, because that's what you're supposed to do. Anyways, we're getting off topic, so let's go back to the main focus, which is I am a 2-time PhD reject who is applying for a 3rd and final time to PhD. And yes, you heard that right, it's official. I have decided that I am going to apply next cycle. So I got an updated email with the correct subject line, which was that I did get into the conference. So it is official. If I check on the conference website, I still can't see my feedback. I'm not sure if I'm going to get feedback, but I can see what day I'm going, and I can view my session, which has the other people who are presenting with me. And it looks like they're all doing things that are surrounding Asian Americans. So I'm going to fit in perfectly. I'm really excited to share with them, and I'm also really excited to hear from them. I've been really busy. I am the ELD teacher at a public middle school, so my kids are taking the English Language Proficiency Assessment for California, the LPAC. And so I've been trying to get them prepared for that, and that's been consuming basically all of my time. But in the limited amount of free time that I have, I managed to finish writing my lit review. So, a while back in my master's program, I wrote a systematic lit review, but it wasn't very polished. It was super rough, and I finished it in about a third of the time that I had, for a variety of reasons that I can talk about some other time. But I finally managed to get it done, and I just submitted it. So I decided to submit my systematic lit review to the Review of Educational Research. For my area of study, this is the journal to submit in. Highest impact factor, most relevant, most respected, and part of AERA, which is the conference that I'm presenting for. To look at the metrics, the impact factor and 5-year impact factor, I think, are among the highest for its field. And I wanted to focus on these 3 numbers right here. First decision, peer review, and acceptance rate. The acceptance rate is about 7%, and honestly, I'm not sure if my paper is good enough to get accepted. What I really want is to make it here. So after a median of about 29 days, they come to their first decision. And the first decision is either going to be a desk reject, a referral to another journal, or an invitation of peer reviewers. I'm very confident that my systematic lit review won't get referred to another journal, because it fits within the scope of what RER wants to do. So there's only 2 options. It either gets a desk reject or an invitation of peer reviewers. I'm really trying to avoid the desk reject, and that just means your article isn't good enough. Whether its methodology was not substantial enough, or it doesn't make sense, or it's just like not even worthy of considering. Otherwise, it goes to peer review. They spend a median of 91 days in peer review, where you either get R&R, revise and resubmit, rejection, or acceptance. Acceptance is basically impossible, so the 2 options that we're going to consider are R&R or reject. After the median 91 days, if I get the R&R, I will be over the moon. If I make edits, that means my peer reviewers will probably accept my paper. Again, the acceptance rate is very low, so this isn't very realistic of a possibility. The other option is that it just gets rejected by my peer reviewers. And even in that case, it's okay. If I make it past the desk reject phase, no matter what, I get feedback. And I can take that feedback, make edits and changes, and I can bring it to another journal. Or I could even resubmit it after making substantial edits to kind of meet their needs. So all that being said, if I make it to the peer review stage, I will be very happy. Again, it is my first try. I've never done this before, and this is the first ever paper that I'm submitting. I'm not expecting it to make it in, but I very much would like for it, and I will be hoping for that outcome of the revise and resubmit, and I'll probably hear back at least to the first decision in about a month. So, what's coming up for me? Number one is this journal. I find out in about a month, hopefully, whether I make it to the peer review stage or not, and that's kind of the next big thing on my plate. Number two is the conference. Regardless of whether my paper gets in or not, I'm still already presenting at a conference, and I gotta prepare for that so I don't embarrass myself at the round table. I'm also planning to vlog my trip down to LA because I miss my friends and I want to see them. I want to hang out with them, and I think it would be fun if they're willing to kind of share that adventure and the conference, of course. And the third thing is I want to see if I can reach out to some PhD students. I've done this before, and it was so helpful to talk to PhD students in the field that I want to apply to. The last time it was sociology students, so I reached out to some random sociology students at some prestigious universities, and a lot of them got back to me and wanted to talk to me, or not wanted to talk to me, but were willing to talk to me, which was super, super helpful. They gave me some valuable insight and did so much for me that I kind of want to do it again. Number four is to start researching where I want to apply. I'm not even at the stage where I'm applying yet because it's February and applications will not be until September, October, November, December time. Especially I'll work on my application over the summer because I am a teacher. I get summers off. But I need to know before then where I want to apply. So I'm going to be looking at sources. I'm going to be trying to figure out what's best for me and doing that. So those are what's going to be coming up next for my channel. Thank you again for coming with me on this journey. My upload schedule will be super inconsistent. It depends on when I get time off of work. Like this week, we have President's Week off, which is why I'm able to make this video. But I really want to keep you guys updated and myself accountable for those 4 things. Because to apply to a PhD is a lot of work, and given that I'm full-time employed and kind of drowning as a first-year teacher, I need to find a way to keep myself accountable in order to make sure that I am keeping on pace and ready to apply when it comes down to it. I'm really excited. Even if I don't get in, I'm so proud of myself for even attempting to accomplish these things. And I know that sounds kind of lame, but I am a 2-time reject, and the fact that I am trying to apply for a 3rd time is something that I'm really proud of myself for. In the past, I definitely would have just given up and I wouldn't have tried for this as hard as I am now. So thanks for coming on this journey with me. I hope that I can make some type of educational content for those of you who are also thinking about applying to PhD, but really this is just kind of my journey, and for those of you who are interested, thank you for watching. I hope to see you soon, and I will be back with news, whether that's positive or negative. Peace out.